The stolen crown. In the heart of an ancient African kingdom, nestled along the great Belu River and lush, verdant forests, lived a humble man named Sankara. He was a hard-working farmer known for his integrity and dedication to his family. His daughter Amina was the light of his life, a bright, spirited child with dreams as vast as the sky. But one fateful day, Amina fell gravely ill, and her conditions deteriorated rapidly. This devastated Sankara beyond imagination. He could not sleep at night. He had to keep vigils against his will. Amina would stay awake at night, groaning from one side of the bed to the other. The village healer, though skilled, was unable to cure her. She had done all within her powers to cure this sweet, innocent child of what ailed her. The only hope lay in a distant city where a renowned physician could provide the treatment Amina so desperately needed. The cost, however, was beyond Kofi's meager means. This tourism came at a cost greater than the poor Sankara could even make up in his mind. Desperation clawed at his heart as he watched his daughter's life slip away. He had to navigate several spheres of life within just a split of period of time. His wife was expecting him to do something. She had always revered his bravery and tenacity. He could not fail her. He could especially not fail them. His wife and daughter, they were the essence of his being. He was alive for no other reason. One moonlit night, as Sankara sat by Amina's bedside, he made a decision that went against everything he believed in. Like it is said, desperate situations push us into choosing desperate measures. A man whose hands are getting burnt, they say, must dip his fingers into the bowl of water he sees. So he decided to do something unthinkable. He would steal the crown from the palace vault. A crown rumored to be worth a fortune. Word went around that the blacksmith who forged the crown used gold in its purest form to make the crown. According to rumors, they had imported the gold from the southern part of the continent. It was said that the crown valued more than any other articles in the entire kingdom. With this inestimable value, he could comfortably pay for Amina's treatment and save her life. This was a means to an end, no matter how ugly and inappropriate it may have been. Under the cover of darkness, Sankara made his way to the palace. Considering how valuable the crown was, it was almost unthinkable to imagine anyone penetrating the security codes installed around the vault that held this treasure. But Sankara's knowledge of the land and his years of careful sneaking around the bush to catch animals during his hunting sections allowed him to evade the guards. With trembling hands, he unlocked the vault and took gleaming crown, its jewels glittering even in the dim light. He fled the palace, his heart pounding, a mix of guilt and hope fueling in every step. Sankara successfully took the jewel and went his way. Well, this heinous act later became news in the palace, and even though they had tried to keep out of the public eye for the time being, news about it began to circulate in tiny circles. Like they say, walls would always have ears, and little birds must sing their cheaply songs as directed by nature. Then came Jambari, young man who was famous for his bravery and keen instincts and curiosity. He was adventurous as well. He had overheard whispers of the theft in the bustling marketplace. As a loyal spirit of the kingdom, Jambari could not stand by why such a grievous crime went unpunished. Determined to see the justice done, he set out to find the thief. In his characteristic adventurous spirit, contemplations ran high of what could possibly have motivated anyone to engage in such a haste. Could he have been an insider in the palace? Could he have been an external robber? Could it have been a stunt? Could it have been a ploy to sacrifice an innocent scapegoat? Goat? Someone had to take the role of a Sherlock Holmes here. Jambari's search led him to Sankara's village, where he discreetly and carefully asked painstakingly random and particular questions. He met strangers, friends, and the rest. He would eventually piece together the story of a desperate father and his ailing daughter, who desperately needed money or valuable within a very quick interval. He caught up with Sankara, who confessed to the crime. Sankara explained to him the necessity of his ugly decision he took. Having a very upright man all his life, though he felt sympathy for Sankara's plight, Jambari knew he had to uphold the law. With a heavy heart, Jambari took Sankara to the palace, the crown carefully wrapped in the cloth. They stood before the king, King Beki, a wise and just ruler who valued mercy as much as law. Sankara, bowing low, recounts his story with tears streaming down his face. He spoke of Amina's illness, his inability to afford her treatment, and the desperation that drove him to commit the crime. One could see his sincerity and remorse. The king listened intently, his expression thoughtful. He could see the pain and love in Sankara's eyes, and he understood the length a parent would go to save the life of their child. After a long silence, the king rose from his throne and addressed Sankara with a kind but firm voice. "Sankara," the king began, "your actions were wrong, but your motives were born out of love and desperation. I cannot condone theft, but I also cannot ignore the plight of your daughter. Therefore, I will pardon your offense." Sankara's eyes widened in disbelief and gratitude. The king continued, "The crown shall be returned to its palace, and I will personally ensure that your daughter receives the treatment she needs. Your debts to the kingdom will be repaid through service, for I believe you can contribute to the well-being of our people in other ways." Tears of relief and gratitude flowed freely down Sankara's face as he knelt down before the king. Jambari, too, felt a sense of pride in his ruler's wisdom and compassion. Sankara's daughter, Amina, received the necessary treatment and slowly regained her health and vitality. Sankara, in turn, dedicated himself to the service of the kingdom, using his skills to improve agricultural practices and help feed the people. He was rewarded by the king and appointed as the head of intelligence unit for his foresight and investigative acumen. The story of Sankara's theft and the king's mercy spread throughout the expanse of the land and into distant lands, becoming a tale of compassion, justice, and the power of love. And in the heart of the kingdom, Sankara and little Amina found a renewed sense of hope and unity, knowing that true justice always considers the human heart. Thank you for watching our video. Please don't forget to like and share, and also subscribe and turn on notifications.